This could get hairy. Do they have to be so darn standoffy? What's with these showy brats? Ready for your final lesson? I'd keep clear of all this if I were you. Clashes between me and my host can often be intense. You find Tiramisa staying in opposition to Xaramitsi. What shall this lesson entail, you wonder?
Only one way to find out.
So, you've come. Another question, if I may, before you have our duel. Jep needed to be either near a Hell-Dacian source of power or be in Pip's mind to manifest, and even then, only in a limited fashion. How is it then that you can go around as you please? That you can summon yourself without any hindrance or suffusion of Hell-Dacian energies? Why do you think I've encouraged you to explore the universe? Because I was with you, I could dispense a suffocating amount of hellish energy there. You could say that I've been marking my territory every place you visited. Every location you've gone, you have defiled with Hell-Dacian's taint. In doing so, you have unwittingly allowed me exist in all of the many places you have. Better yet, when that foolish architect destroyed your homeworld, much of that energy got flung far into space, expanding my reach even further. So, you inherited my independence as well. Correct. Sooner than later, I shall become fully self-sufficient, and I will no longer need for you to remain alive in order to sustain my own existence. At that point, who could stop me? Who could possibly stop me? Independence wasn't the only trait I inherited. The one who gave you that gift of Hell-Dacian is known for his power over time. So who was I to deny myself the chance to learn how to do this? Holy shit! An army of Xaramitsi? I am your world. Your fire and clay, your constant companion. I am sorrow. You are ego. You wouldn't know sorrow if it hit you in the face. You can create sorrow, yes. You cannot, however, suffer through it. I have lived in agony where you have leached off of my goodwill and generosity. You were right about one thing. You are a plague. A parasitic infection that grows and festers, taking all it can get and using every tool at its disposal to get what it wants. I'd admire the raw unfolded ambition if it weren't feeling something so fucking awful.
Xaramitsi, fuck fair! Your army of clones is a total cheat!
They are not clones. Rather, they are past and future versions of myself. Jumping back in time when called upon, it isn't my fault that Tiramisa never learned to abuse time like I did. Even her red grandson had more luck, and his double-gene dose diluted twice. Is it any wonder Zack could not manifest himself in the way I did? Oh, you assume much of me, Xaramitsi. But how can you be so certain that I don't in fact know the same time magic you have chosen to deploy? If numbers would make this fight fair, then numbers it shall be. This is actually fucking epic? You are always so full of surprises. It's comforting that you can still catch me off guard like this despite me being eternally and lovingly inside you. Goodness, mind your phrasing, Xaramitsi. Well then, it would appear that time for words has passed. Are you ready? I always will be. In the flash of enveloping white, you instinctively block your eyes with your arms. The battle that takes place is marred and hard to keep track of. All you hear is the sound of ferocious fighter jets and the clash of thunder. None of them died? Of course not. You do realize if Tiramisa dies, I go too, right? This duel is only for training purposes for Tiramisa. Meanwhile for me, it's just some fun. So, I thought this fight was a dream for so many years. A recurring one, but as it turns out, it was my future self, or the present-day version of me, calling me to fight in this battle. How oddly comforting. You truly have become strong since then. You as well, until we meet again, Xaramitsi.
That was so cool!
I'm glad you didn't apply that time trick when you fought us. Well, you might recall Xaramitsi aided me in that battle, and I didn't want to reveal my tricks until we'd settled on a one-on-one duel. Wouldn't want to ruin such a surprise. Much as she is a child of calamity, she is my friend in some twisted way. I hope this has given you an idea of how much one can do, even in a life where misery is a constant companion. Come, let us go and get some coffee at Slurpee's to celebrate a lesson well learned, and hopefully well taught. You had me at misery.
Oh, Lilac!